Over the last year, there have been a plethora of rare events and phenomena, and I will address those in another video, but in the meantime, in this video, I want to examine a rare, or rather, never been seen before event that just occurred recently. This one is rather close to my heart as it is intricately linked to the information I provided in my Speaking Stones sound and resonance video. If you haven't watched this yet, please do so. It is 2.5 hours long, but well worth the watch. I will put the link in the description below. First of all, this is a never been seen before event, so it is not just rare. As I said, this happened just recently and was filmed by stunned onlookers. The caption to the video reads, "Never seen before in the equinox. KuKulkan manifested in an impressive way. Event seen for the first time. What do you think?" This occurred at the El Castillo pyramid in Mexico. El Castillo is also known as the Temple of KuKulkan. KuKulkan is also known as the Feathered Serpent or Quetzalcoatl, a combination of a snake and the sacred Quetzal bird. What is really interesting here is that the appearance of this whirlwind just came out of nowhere. There is no reason for this being there. There is no storm, no wind. Plus, what makes this incredible is the timing of this event. Each year, thousands of pilgrims and curiosity seekers flock to attend the Maya ritual of the equinox, a religious ceremony where these people watch a phenomenon that was carefully mapped by ancient architects and astronomers. Around the spring and autumn equinoxes, the late afternoon sun strikes off the northwest corner of the pyramid and casts a series of triangular shadows against the northwest balustrade, creating the illusion of a feathered serpent crawling down the pyramid until it joins a huge serpent's head at the bottom of the stairway. Stories are still being told about KuKulkan among the modern Yucatec Maya. In one tale, KuKulkan is a boy who was born as a snake. As he grew older, it became obvious that he was the plumed serpent, and his sister cared for him in a cave. He grew to such a size that his sister was unable to continue feeding him, so he flew out of his cave and into the sea, causing an earthquake. To let his sister know that he was still alive, KuKulkan causes earth tremors every year in July. Also, according to Mayan legend, they were visited by KuKulkan in the form of a robed man, who then taught them agriculture, medicine, mathematics, and astronomy. The Aztec feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl is known from several Aztec codices, such as the Florentine Codex, as well as from the records of the Spanish conquistadors. Quetzalcoatl was a bringer of knowledge, the inventor of books, and associated with the planet Venus. However, in the Popol Vuh, a cultural narrative that recounts the mythology and history of the people who inhabit the Guatemalan highlands, northwest of present-day Guatemala City, the feathered serpent god is the creator of the cosmos. I then went on a search for whatever this thing is. I searched for fast-moving cloud formations, funnel clouds, etc. And I found this article. Tornado-like funnel clouds are usually caused by thunderstorms. So what was this thing doing in a clear sky? A funnel cloud is a funnel-shaped cloud of condensed water droplets associated with a rotating column of wind and extending from the base of a cloud but not reaching the ground or a water surface. If a funnel cloud touches the ground, it becomes a tornado. As you can see in this search, there are tons of funnel clouds and so-called water spouts, but all are linked either to tornadoes, storms, or water. This funnel-type fast-moving cloud that was filmed in front of the pyramid was nowhere near a storm, nor water. Then I found this, which looks surprisingly similar. This video refers to a so-called dust devil. This dust devil is also known as Euclid, and we are back to geometry. Euclid of Alexandria was a Greek mathematician, often referred to as the founder of geometry or the father of geometry. He was active in Alexandria during the reign of Ptolemy, 323 to 283 BC. His Elements is one of the most influential works in the history of mathematics, serving as the main textbook for teaching mathematics, especially geometry, from the time of its publication until the late 19th or early 20th century. In the Elements, Euclid deduced the theorems of what is now called Euclidean geometry from a small set of axioms. Euclid also wrote works on perspective, conic sections, spherical geometry, number theory, and rigor. Euclid is also the name of an ESA mission to map the geometry of the dark universe. Euclid is a visible to near-infrared space telescope currently under development by the European Space Agency and the Euclid Consortium. The objective of the Euclid mission is to better understand dark energy and dark matter by accurately measuring the acceleration of the universe. Due to launch in June 2022. The logo for the Euclid Consortium is that of a funnel. So on further research, it appears to be a whirlwind. A whirlwind is a weather phenomenon in which a vortex of wind, a vertically oriented rotating column of air, forms due to instabilities and turbulence created by heating and flow gradients. Whirlwinds occur all over the world and in any season, but, as already mentioned, these are usually associated with storms or at the very least, strong winds. Whirlwind is the umbrella term for tornadoes, waterspouts, landspouts, gustnadoes, fire whirls, dust devils, etc. In the original video, you can clearly hear that there is no wind. So what is this thing, and how come it has appeared on a clear day with blue skies and sunshine? Just to recap briefly, this is what I said about the El Castillo pyramid in my Speaking Stones video. The Great Pyramid of El Castillo at Chichen Itza, near the resort city of Cancun in Mexico, has long been known but recently proven and studied to have the strange property of being able to produce the sound of a bird chirping when someone claps their hand while standing at the base of the pyramid. If one walks up the steps of the pyramid, it echoes the footsteps with the sound of falling rain. Skeptics state that the Mayans probably couldn't have predicted precisely what sounds the pyramid would make, if they intentionally designed it to do that at all. However, it seems more than a little suspicious that it would produce a sound similar to the Quetzal bird of Mexico that was considered sacred by the Mayans, and would produce the sound of rain, the god of which was also understandably quite important. Belgian scientist Nico de Klerk and his team from Ghent University have established that the source of the sound, such as a clap or a footstep, determines what sound will bounce back. In effect, sound bounced back varies widely based on the sound made by the listener. This to me is proof that they did have more knowledge on sound and frequencies at one time. In the tarot, the serpent is a symbol on the magician card. It is a reference to having authority over energy. The serpent and the magician in the tarot salute the energy that resonates behind the veil. In short, recognizing the power of the unseen and utilizing that power. And do not forget the Kundalini serpent. According to Tantra, Kundalini energy rests like a coiled serpent at the base of the spine. When this dormant energy flows freely upward through the 7 chakras and leads to an expanded state of consciousness, it's known as a Kundalini awakening. In mythology, the serpent symbolizes fertility and procreation, wisdom, death, and resurrection. And in the earliest schools of mysticism, the symbol of the word was the serpent. And anyone who watched my Speaking Stones video will know that the word is what creates everything.